Wow, dice critties.
Duh, you think so? G'day ladies and gentlemen, this is Josh, your unfriendly neighbourhood DM here to show you the basics of dynamic lighting on Roll20. If this video helps you out at all, please leave a like and any feedback is always appreciated. To start us off, when you have the map that you want to execute dynamic lighting on, go to the page toolbar found here. From here, select the page settings on the page you'll be working on found here. Since we're looking at dynamic lighting today, skip Fog of War and Advanced Fog of War. Tick the dynamic lighting box to activate it for the page and display more options. I always recommend the top 3 as they are required for pretty much every kind of map. The enforced line of sight function makes sure players can only see what their token or any tokens they can control see. This means the character sheet attached to the token must be controllable and editable by that player. The update only on drop function stops your players from dragging their token all around the map without your knowledge to see what's around the corner. Yes, your players are horrible, and most people are as well. I recommend having this one on. The restrict movement function turns your dynamic lighting lines into walls for your players, stopping players from accidentally slipping into different rooms they weren't meant to be in, or running through doors before you have time to explain what's going on, so they can still make an educated decision to still run through said door. The global illumination function will change depending on the setting of each map. I recommend playing around with this feature in the future, but its main purpose is to treat the whole map as if it's affected by direct sunlight. The darkness slider is a fairly new addition. It adjusts how much of the darkness from the dynamic lighting affects your GM's screen. To be clear, it doesn't affect the players at all, but it will help you have a better understanding of who can see what. After you're happy with your selections, remembering that you can change these at any time, press OK. Now the second step is setting up the walls, trees and doors, hiding all nasties and goodies from your players. In the toolbar to the left, hover over the Layers tab. Select the dynamic lighting layer. Then, while still in the toolbar, go to the Drawing Tools section. Select Polygon/Line. Now I like to use brighter colours as some of the maps have a lot of darker areas. This makes it much easier to see your lines in future reference. You can change the colour of your lines here. To draw, left click on the first point of your map you want to start your wall, then click on the next section. These lines can be as big or as small as you'd like. To end the lines, tap right click or just join it back to the beginning. It's always a good idea to not use one big line or wall for your map. If you do make a simple mistake, you will have to delete all of your hard work. Continue this process until all of your walls are covered with dynamic lighting. With the polygon tool selected while holding shift and clicking where you want your wall to go, it will automatically snap to the grid. It's always best to draw your line in a little bit from the wall so your players can actually see if there's a door or wall there. When selecting dynamic lighting for your doors, make sure the colour is different. This will make them easily distinguishable from all of the other lines on the map. As a quick tip when drawing the doors, put a little flick at the end of each line. This will make it easier to grab as these lines can be quite hard to move sometimes. When your players are moving through these doors, all you have to do is go into the dynamic lighting layer, shift the line out of sight and move it back if they close the door. When your players do what most players do and smash the door down, all you have to do is delete the line. Once that's done, you now have a map that your players are ready to explore. The final step is to set up a token. To set up a token for your players, you first need to do 2 things. The first one is to select a token that your player wants to represent their character. This is Diceus Maximus. He's a 3rd level elven fighter with no tragic backstory whatsoever. The second thing is to have a character sheet that can link into that token. To make sure that the only players that are controlling this token can see through its eyes, go into the character sheet. Once in the character sheet, click the edit button to the top right. In the Can Be Edited or Controlled drop-down menu, select the player that owns the token. After that, save your changes. Double-click the token related to that character. This will open the token settings screen. Since we're working with dynamic lighting, I'm not going to bother with all of this crapola. On the Represents Character drop-down menu, select the PC or NPC that you want this token to represent. This will link the player's character sheet and make it their own. Once that's selected, go to the Advanced tab. In the Emits Lights cell, put the token's vision. This is usually either dark vision or no dark vision. For an elf, I have 60 feet, so I'm going to put 60 feet in the first cell. But that's only dim vision, so I'm going to put 1 foot in the next cell, so that'll give me 60 foot of dim vision. To utilise this and give the token actual sight, select the Has Sight function. Avoid the All Players See Light, as that'll make your character a torch. Once you've done that, press Save Changes. To test if you've done everything correctly, select the token and press Ctrl L. This will let you see through the token's eyes. You can use the arrow keys to move the token around while still in its vision, to explore the map that you've just made. There you go guys, that's the dynamic lighting basics for Roll20. For more advanced tips and tricks, stay tuned. If this video helped anyone out, please do leave a like and subscribe for more similar content, plus upcoming gameplay. Thanks to Dungeons & Dragons Australia Facebook page for helping support this channel and its amazing community where I find many of my groups to play with on Roll20. Special thanks to JessicArt who's done all the amazing artwork on this channel. You can find links to both of them below.